Hello, this is Andrea from Spreadsheetables, and today we're going to be talking about Sparklines. So this is just a basic guide to those cute little miniature charts. I love them. I use them whenever I can. So what are Sparklines, right? They're just this tiny miniature charts that you insert in a single cell in Google Sheets, and it's a function. Um, it basically just saves space. If you have a small space to work with, or you want to track trends but you don't want to put a full-on chart in your spreadsheet, those are a great way to display either the trends over time, and you can track your progress, and I'm going to show you how to use them. uh, and then it's really good when you want to see either patterns or trends in your data quickly. So there are 4 types of Sparkline. There are the line Sparklines, which show trends over time, and these are the standard in Google Sheets. So when you just use the Sparkline function, it will pull the line type. It's best suited for time series data, and then can be used to show trends like stock price, website traffic, sales figure, and things like that. And then we have the column Sparklines that show trends in individual values. Just those little columns, and they are so cute. They really are super cute to use. And then we have the win-loss Sparklines, which basically show if you have negative values, for example, stocks. That's a good one to use, win-loss Sparklines. So it will show whatever is showing positive number will be above the axis line, and then whatever is negative is going to be under. And then we have the bar Sparklines, which they're very similar to the column ones, but they're like sideways, horizontal. And I like to use them either for a comparison chart, or what I use them the most is to track progress. And I use them a lot in my habit trackers, my savings trackers, and things like that. Or you can even use them for like and there are 3 things there. There are more things there you can customize, but in this video I'm going to show you just the ones that I use are the most basic ones. I'm not a finance person and I don't need to use a lot of the other functions that they have, so I'm going to show the basic ones. Okay, so things you can customize: color. You can customize the line width for the line chart, and you can customize your minimum and max values. This chart that I put together, we have a Disney trip savings. So let's say the 6 people here, they are planning a trip to Disney next year, and they need to save money, right? Disney is not cheap. So what we did here, we have all the 12 months. So January, February, blah, 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 December. And these are how much money they have saved so far. And I'm going to show you all 4 kinds over here. And then we go from there. And then I have here a remaining amount to reach the $1,000 goal. And then we're going to add just something else here that it will give them an idea how much they would, on average, they would have to save per month in order to reach their goal. So let's say, let's start with the line. So the default, when you use, so back to the beginning, Sparkline is a function. So you start with the equal sign, and then just type Sparkline. Okay. Now you can do just this. You can select all here, so you can get the trend over time, right? So John, this line will show how much John have saved over time. So he started doing good, and then he dropped a bit, and then he saved a little more, and then dropped more, and a little more, and then dropped again, and then he spiked up, right? He saved more in September. And then we can just go ahead and just drag this down, and this will show the trends for everybody in here. Now let's just say we want to change the color. Let me change hold on. we're gonna change first the color for the for this one. So then all we're gonna do, you're going to, so this is your data, right? So you're going to put a comma and you're going to open like a little curly the curly bracket, and then you're going to open the air quote or the quotation marks, and then enter color, and then you're also going to put a comma, and then you're going to enter red. Oh, 1 second. Oh, I didn't close this, so sorry. You gotta close this bracket and then close this one, and now you have a red color chart. And you can do if you pull this down, you could do blue, and then you can do green and yellow, and then pink, right? So you can select, the purple, so we can change everything. Okay, now let's say you want to have a specific color, right? There's no naming here. You don't know the name of the color, but you just know you want a different shade of red. So you can come here. Let's click it out over here a little bit. Let's click on this. Let's go on the custom here. Let's do the custom. I want to select this color right here. I like this. So each color has their own code. They're called hex code. So you're going to select this, Control C, and then you're going to come over here. There we go. And then you're going to add another option. So to add another option, you're going to have to enter this column thing. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, I think it's called column. And then you enter here. Oh, actually, no, sorry. This is something else. So you're going to change, you're going to replace the red with the hex code. And then you just enter here, and now you have your different color, right? And you can do this for any color. Just come over here. You can select whatever color you want. You can click and drag this. So now if you want this to be, like this color, just control everything from the hashtag on. And then you just come over here and replace this by that, and now you have your different color. So that's one way to change the colors for your line. And this will be the same for all types of charts, right? The only thing that will change is that before this, you're going to enter the chart type for everything else. Since the line is the default, you do not have to write, chart type and then line. But for the column, for the win-loss, and for the bar, you have to write that. And then something else that you can change here is the line width. So you're gonna separate it by a column, because this is a different function that you want your Sparkline to do. So you can go ahead and write line width all in between the quotation marks, because it's a text, right? And we are using a formula. And then this, and then number 3. That's all you need to do. So you see how we made it a little larger here? And you can go ahead and, you can increase. I don't know how many there are, but you can do, let me see. I don't think, oh, there is a, and that just starts to be a little weird. So yeah, usually 3 is a good one if you want to make it a little thicker. So chart. Now let's go over to the column. So what we're going to do here, we're going to select equals Sparkline. Same thing here. And then we're going to select the cells, right? The 12 months, the time frame. And then we're going to open this, and we're going to type chart type. and then comma, and then column. Oh, just column. Let's see if that, there you go. Now you have your trends, but in columns. So you know over here that that John saved more in September. September. And then here you see that, you know, Mary, she saved a good amount on here and here, which is those two, and so forth and so on. So again, same thing for this one. If you want to change the color, just column, and then color, and then comma, and then red, for example. So it changes that. And now let's grab the hex colors from here that we used. So we can do the same, right? So now you can see a little better the color, because the line one is a bit hard to see, but here you can actually see your color. Yeah. Right? This is green. And then yellow. Here you can see a bit more pink and purple. Okay. Okay. Now, you can also change, for this one, you can change you have this color options right here. So you have the low color, high color, neg color, which is the negative, and then axis color. So let's say your chart's pink, but then you want your low color to be your lower color. It will give you the lower color. So then column, low color, and then comma, and then let's make it black. And let's see, you can barely see here because there, you can see a little bit, right? It's really low, it's 15, but you can see it changed to black. So now let's make the high one, and then column, high color, and then comma, right? Because we're on the same option still. Let's make it blue. Oh, gotta put the quotation marks here. So now you see that your higher was this one, and your lower was this one. So that's that. And for the negative, let me see if I add minus 15 here. So actually, let's add more. Let's make it minus 150 so we can see, right? So here I have that my lowest color is this one, but if I had minus 158, right? So now my lowest one is this one and not this one. Now let's say you don't want to see the lower, but you want to see the negative. All the negatives you want to be a different color, right? You don't want this to be pink. So all you can do here, let's make it all black. So you just do neg color. Now all your negatives are going to be black, okay? And then here we have your high color, it's blue, the negatives are black, and everything else is pink. So that's another way. And you can also do axis. You can insert the axis in here. So you just come over here, then column, and then axis. For this value, it's going to be true. So now you see how it added. Let me do. So he added the axis in there, the line, right, dividing them. And you can also change the color, and that would be this one right here, which you would say. So let's do column again because it's another option, and then it will be axis color, and then this, and then let's make it red. so we can see. Now you can see they changed over here. Okay. What else? All right, let's go over to the win-loss chart now. Okay, now we're going to go over the win-loss chart. This one, it looks like the columns, but there's only two options for that one. It's either yes or no, or positive or negative. There's only two options for that. It doesn't track the up and down trends. It just tracks if they won or if they lost. So this would be great if you are tracking your football team or your baseball team, and you enter their wins and their losses. Then you can have a trend over time of if they won more or if they lost more. But so let's do this over here. Let me remove this negative values for now. Actually, no. Let me keep it negative because it's a loss, right? That's a loss. Okay, so let's do this. So equal Sparkline, and now you're going to enter your data. Okay, the data range that you want to get the trend over. And then you're going to put a comma, and then you're going to open the curly brackets, and you're going to type chart type and comma, and this is going to be the win-loss. Oh, hold on. Why do I always do this? I always forget to close the tiny little brackets. Okay, so now here you will see, okay, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, like positive, 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 negative, negative. Okay, so let's say John was saving money, but then in July and in August he had an emergency and he had to take money out of his savings, so now he's in the negative. So this is the only thing that this tracker, that this chart or this graph will track, the win and loss. And again, you can put a column here and change color and make it red, for example. Let me see. I think the negative and positive also work in here. And you can mix and match. Now you know that the options that you have, you can play with it. Low color, black. Oh, actually it would be negative, right? Let me see if the black, I don't think this will work. Oh, it did work. Okay. So it still shows that the lowest was this one. But yeah, and you can just say negative like color. Then they're both are going to be showing the same. So then if you track this down, you can see that over here, everybody else, did good. Now in this case, it would be good to add an axis. True. Oh, it didn't work here. Because you can have axes in this one. See, just play with it, mix and match. I did not know that you couldn't use that, but yeah. So this is what this one will do, okay? And now the bar. Now this is my favorite one. Okay, now this one I use exclusively for my habit trackers, everything that I want to track progress, right? So let's start with the formula or the function, right? So Sparkline, I'm going to enter my data here. Now, if you do this, this is not going to look very good, right? Let me show you how it would look. So then this, and then chart type, bar, bracket thingy. See, like to me, I don't even know what I'm looking at. I don't think this is something that I would like to, look at. But what I'm going to show you, let's say you have a goal, right? So if you want to track progress, you have a finish line, okay? Whatever it is, if it's something, let's say for a habit tracker, you have 30 days to, track your habits. So your finish line will be 30. That will be your max. And we're going to be using here the max option. So what we're going to do here is enter the column, and then we're going to do max, and then comma, and then 1000. Because it's a number, it doesn't need to be in the quotation marks. So I'm going to do this. But here's what's how you're going to change this. I'm going to get the total of this. So instead of just coming here and entering the range, I'm going to sum that range. So I'm going to stack another formula, and I'm going to use the formula sum. Okay, so I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to wrap it around here. Now I have the progress. And let's say, so how much is the total here? This is 138. So he started saving good, but then he removed a lot of money, right? So how much does he need to reach his $1,000 goal? So what we're going to do here, just put equal. So we're going to do 1,000 and then minus, and I'm going to sum this again because I want the sum of this. There. So you can just do this. So now I know that John, he still needs $862 to reach his goal, which means that's why he's so short, so early in here in the progress bar. So if I drag this down, you will see that Josh is the one that is actually closer to his goal. And he only needs $386 to reach his $1,000 goal. Now let's say that he saved 100 per month, right, for the next 3 months. So 100, 100, 100. Now he got pretty close to his goal right here, and he only needed 86 more to reach the 1,000. So let's say he did get that in the last month, 186. Now he reached his goal. The progress bar is fully and it's completed. Okay. And now here we can just see, John seems pretty far. So what we're going to do here is equal. So we're going to, hold on. Okay, so we're going to do this one, right? The remaining that he needs. And then we're going to divide it by how many months does he have left? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to divide by 3. So that means that he needs, we can reduce this here. So we can round up there. So he needs $287 per month, right? In order to reach his goal. Josh is good, right? Josh already did it. He doesn't need anything else. Now here, everybody else. So this person needs 178, right? Everybody still has their things to do. And here again, you can change the color. So let's do not start typing in here. Let's put in here. So column, color, and then you can enter red, for example. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, did it not work? Okay, give me a second. Okay, so I forgot. For this one, you need to enter the number. So color 1, that's going to be the red. And then, let me see, what do we got for color 2? Color 2. Well, we don't really have a second color, so that nothing should be shown. Let's say black so we can see. Yeah, there's nothing in here, so we're good. So yeah, so just do, if you have other, let's say you had, you're tracking 2 things over here that will show, you're tracking percentage. So you would have 2 separate colors, right? So 100% would be this, 30%, 70%, so they would have different colors. So you're going to see, you know, it's just another different way. And you're going to have to, you know, enter a percentage formula here and then update your graph here to show the percentage. But this is just a basic way, right, for you to do this. And you can change the colors. Oh, you don't need this. Hold on. Oops. So just remove this. We drag this down and we're going to change the colors here to reflect this other one. So we'll do pink. And then actually I had the hex color on this one, right? So let's use that because I like my OCD needs to be all the same. Really bad. It's really bad, guys. So then green. I like seeing the colors though. It makes me happy. And then purple. For this case, don't add a bunch of different headings and cell colors in it. Okay, so now we have that, right? And then we have here, and this you can play with it, you know, if you're doing a tracker, for example, you want to make it fun, different ways, you can just add like conditional formatting. If the cell, you know, is above 100, then it's going to be red, like you need to save more, you need to save faster, right? Things like that. But this is basically the 4 types of Sparklines that you can use in Google Sheets. And I hope this was helpful. If you have any more questions, let me know. Thank you for watching.